Hello, this is Igoro, host of the Igoro Show, and you are listening to the Steve and Crypto Show. So keep your ears open and your mouth shut.
Hey, welcome to the Steve and Crypto Show presented by thestevestrout.com. I'm Steve.
I'm Crypto Zoo. I'm shooting this from my backyard and really happy to just be recording. Just happy to take a moment for us to get to bullshit for a little while.
Yeah, he's definitely in the backyard because, like I said, we've been doing this all on Zoom mostly. And I can see like the sun, it's fucking bright even through the computer screen. Like,
yeah,
nice. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna I should be wearing sunscreen sitting here talking to him on Zoom. But eventually, once we are both fully vaccinated 2 weeks from now, because it turned out the same day we both got our second dose of the COVID vaccine. Yeah. Same day, this past Saturday. And so in 2 weeks we'll be fully vaccinated. So maybe we could start recording in person. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But that
was just a couple days ago. So how are you feeling? Any weird growths or anything?
No weird growths. I mean, unless you count the boner I woke up with, but that's not that weird. It's probably more. Wow. It's probably more weird that I said that than that actually happened. But no, man. Today, I'm just really tired. Really, I feel really run down. But, I mean, I feel good, just worn out. But Sunday, though, man, Saturday overnight and Sunday morning, I felt terrible. Like, in the middle of the night Saturday, I woke up just, like, burning up, felt feverish, and I was just freezing at the same time, though. I could not stop shivering and it was rough. And then that morning I woke up with a pretty good headache and just felt like feverish and tired and really, really achy. But as I just kind of got moving and the day progressed, I started to feel a little better. Last night I felt a little lousy again for a minute, but I slept really good last night. And for some reason, I sweated like crazy, like fat guy sweated, and and I woke up, but I was like feeling good, just tired. What about you? How did it hit? Did it hit you at all?
I had a little bit of that as well. I was told that with the second shot, you might get some of the same symptoms that you had with the first one, just enhanced. Which is pretty much what I've noticed. I was tired with the first shot. I had a little soreness in the arm, but this round, I mean, as you just said, we got the shot on Saturday, and it's Monday now, and I'm still pretty tired today. I'm kind of just feeling sluggish.
It's kind of
yeah. I mean, it's better than getting COVID, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
But so small price to pay. If anybody's kind of hesitant or wondering like what it's like, we're giving you a firsthand example of it here.
So I was talking about that at work earlier. I was like, if COVID is any worse than the way I felt Sunday morning, then I'm glad I got this freaking vaccine. Yeah, I felt shitty, man. I felt like I had the flu or something. It was rough.
Yeah.
But
I had a coworker that was out for a few days after getting it. I mean, he got a different type of shot than I did, but still they had to keep him there at, where he had the shot. They had to keep him there for an hour afterwards. And then he was out for like 4 or 5 days.
Really?
So
he must have had like an instant reaction or something. That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hearing more cases of the opposite, people just saying kind of like us, I was tired, sore arm. That's about it, so we're getting the short end of it, or the brighter end of things.
I mean, like you said, the brighter side of things, like it could be worse. You could fucking get COVID end up in the ICU and not being able to breathe or some shit on your own. So
yeah,
I'll take a sore arm and a couple of days of being tired over that any day.
For sure. And even now, if we get COVID, I think it's just going to feel probably like a mild cold or something, you know.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to hit us nearly as hard. So
right.
You know, I think there's a chance you can still get it. Some people probably think like we get the vaccine and then there's no way you can get COVID. Like, no, you still need to wear your mask and still be sensible. And, you know, just because you have the vaccine doesn't mean that you're able to just run free like you used to.
You know what made me feel a lot better was the issue 121 of Scary Monsters magazine came out, and that's the one that is running the Steve and Crypto show ad in it. And like, yeah, I'm probably more excited about it than I should be, but it was pretty cool. I mean, because we obviously paid to put our ad in there, but it was fucking cool seeing our logo in print in a cool fucking magazine like Scary Monsters. Like, it was cool.
Yeah. I mean, I know we talked about it a while ago, a few months back. You know, but just a quick little recap, you know, for anybody who is into like old school monster movies and the special effects, you know, seeing how they're done and whatnot, this magazine is for you. It's really, really cool. We're very happy to have our little ad in there. And, you know, I mean, our show isn't just horror, as you've noticed by now, but we definitely base it on that, you know, like it's one thing that Steve and I both share and, you know, that we both love. And so
we love some scary shit.
Yeah. So we're pretty happy to have our representation in there, and hopefully you guys catch that. And you can pick it up at Barnes and Noble. You can pick it up, you know, probably anywhere that you buy your books.
Yeah. I think you can probably order it through your comic shop too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think Diamond distros it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You just said we don't always just talk about horror. Our last episode, we discussed WrestleMania, and you were kind of telling me about it, and because I wanted you to convince me to actually watch it. And
oh, you did?
I did not. I did not watch it, and.
I was saying like, you actually wanted me.
I wanted you to watch. I was hoping. I needed
that
it.
Was the goal.
I needed a reason to watch it.
Oh man,
because I haven't missed it. I hadn't missed WrestleMania in years.
Yeah,
you know, but like, just I hadn't been watching wrestling at all either. So it's like, I figured maybe it was a good point to jump back in because, you know, sometimes I think about the cool old shit that's happened and miss it a little bit, but then I try to watch it and I'm like, oh, what is this? Like,
well, and you know, people like us that have been watching for so long, you kind of think, oh, it's Mania, you know, it's Mania season. They're gonna do something extra special. Maybe it's gonna be better than you expect, or you know, or as much as you expect.
It should be the best thing they do all year, but no, they had a fucking wrestling Easter bunny. Is that what you said? Something about a rabbit or something? Yeah, that's stupid.
Pretty much. I'm not even going to correct you on that. Yeah, let's just say that. Yeah, it was pretty Easter much. Bunny.
It was, yeah. But anyways, no, I did not watch it,
and I haven't watched anything since. Like since that program, I can't. I turned on Raw for a couple minutes and I just shut it off. It's like, nah, I'm just not. I'm not feeling it. Yeah. I'm not feeling it. And it's been that way for a long time. Where I try to put it on in the background. I fast forward through. I try to watch the good parts, the highlights. I, you know, I'm not saying it's all crap. There's some good moments here and there, but man, you got to sift through.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but well, that was the last episode, and then we had a promo spot from Doc Dread talking about his scary reviews channel on YouTube, which is pretty cool. We'll have another promo spot from another horror host friend of ours later on in this show. So what else is new? Anything new?
Yeah, like most people. Over the weekend, I watched Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, that movie.
And it is kind of receiving mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the side of people that really enjoyed it.
You enjoyed
I thought it was really fun. Yeah, I thought it was really fun. So I'm gonna say, I watched the first two like most fans, and before this new movie, as far as live action MK goes, that was all that we had. That was it. I mean, that and then the little webisode things that I was telling you about in the previous episode.
Right.
But that's all that we had. So it's kind of like Resident Evil or any other franchise where they haven't remade it again and again. You're like, well, this is it. This is the one thing that I have to watch, and you cherish it for what it is.
Right.
So you don't have anything to compare it to,
Right.
So the old ones are okay, but the acting is not the greatest. So this new movie is quite an improvement. Now
this is better than the old ones.
Oh yeah.
So the old ones were really bad.
The old ones, the acting's pretty bad. The old ones, yes.
So this is like mediocre, and the old ones are really bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm not saying like I hate watching them. I watch them and kind of I'm watching knowing the acting is not the greatest, but
right.
I'm not watching a film like that expecting tremendous acting. It's we're not watching Jack Nicholson and Brad Pitt or whoever, some of the great actors or whoever you want to put in there and insert blank here.
It's like we were saying about Godzilla versus Kong last week. Like, we weren't expecting, the best dramatic Oscar-winning role. We wanted a fun movie.
I want a fun movie. I want to escape for 2 hours. I want some action, and there is plenty of action in this one.
A lot of action.
They said they were going to give us fatalities. They delivered on that. If anybody's wondering what's going on with the vacancy of Johnny Cage, that is mentioned towards the end. It looks like we're gonna get him in the next one.
Yep.
And they're hoping to turn this into a trilogy. I'm hoping I'm not spoiling anything for anybody, but yeah, they're trying to turn this into a trilogy. If the first one does well, then they will.
Yeah.
So I mean, they gave us some characters that I didn't expect to see. Like, what was it? Kitara, I think her name is, the girl with the wings. She's only been in the last couple games, I think. She's not like a core character, but it was cool to see her and a few other people. Cabal was really cool. Seeing how some of these people got their abilities, like Kano. I mean, we're used to seeing Kano with like the little silver piece over his eye. And in this one, he just had his eyes as he is.
Right.
So I'm assuming that maybe in the next one, he'll show up with that silver piece over his eye. And I mean, I just, for anybody who's like, I thought it was shitty. Well, what else do you want? what else do you want from it?
No, I didn't think it was shitty by any means. I thought it was pretty entertaining. I mean, it was a fun movie. It's not one that I'm gonna run out and watch again, but it's like I'm not super into the video game, but there are other movies based on games that I enjoyed. This one, it was kind of, I mean, I figured it was gonna be pretty bloody and a lot of action and fighting and violence, which that's cool. It's all fun, but all that really stood out to me was, like I said, just like all the blood and just all the swearing. It's like every line they had to throw like an F-bomb in the whole movie. Like 3/4 of the dialogue was swear words.
Yeah, and now when you go
I don't know if that was necessary or I mean, I don't know.
Now the next time you go to your local Chinese restaurant, 2 tables over, you're going to hear some kid yelling at his mom, "Pass me a fucking egg roll."
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was fun. I'm not mad that I watched it. I'm definitely not mad that I watched it on HBO rather than pay money to go see it at the theater. But
yeah,
it was cool. I mean, if they make a sequel, I'll watch it. But
it was cool seeing Reptile in the in his particular form.
Right.
You know, they had him in a reptilian form, I guess, in the second film, but he didn't look as good as he did in this new one.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. It looked great.
Yeah, the special effects were well done. You know, I thought the story was pretty good.
The story was okay.
Yeah, even the new addition of Cole, like at first I was kind of like questioning the new guy and why do they need him.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of films do that. They have to have like some new character to kind of pull you in.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know why
they just had to have that one character that's like the most human, like, you know what I mean? He has a family and he has the most to live for or die for or whatever. We don't know what happens to him. Don't want to spoil it yet. I'll give you guys a few more minutes to watch it. But really, like I said, it was fun. I thought a lot of the dialogue was kind of cheesy, and it was just all one-liners from the one dude. The guy that yelling about egg rolls.
Oh, Kano.
It just all this like stupid one-liners from him, and then everybody else. Just a lot of fucks thrown around. And I don't know.
Yeah.
If you just like, you could probably just mute it and just watch it and enjoy it more.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know you were really anticipating it, and I was definitely looking forward to seeing it. By, you know, like I went in without no hopes, but because I don't really play the video games or anything, so I just went in wanting to see an action movie, and I got an action movie, and that was good enough for me.
So, is there a movie based on a video game that you do enjoy? What would it be? Like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, anything like that?
Silent Hill was good because, you know, you don't have to play the game to see that this is just like some creepy horror shit.
Yeah.
Shoot, honestly, I like that really cheesy Super Mario Brothers movie back in the the late 80s or early 90s.
Yeah, I think that was early 90s.
But who was Mario? It was like Bob Hoskins or somebody like that.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah. And of course, John Leguizamo was Luigi. It's fun, man. See, that's another one that they back then. I mean, it's still to this day. We don't have another Mario movie, but you know, back then that was all we had. So if we're gonna watch a live action Mario flick, that's what we're gonna put in. That's what we're watching. So we're like, hey, I'm cool with this. I'll take it for what it is. It might not be the greatest, but I want some live action Mario right now. So. You know, you don't really have a choice. So with those Mortal Kombat flicks before this new one, it was kind of the same way. Like, well, the acting's a little meh, but it's what we got. So I'm just excited to see any of these characters in live action form and kicking ass.
I just saw a couple days ago a story about another potential action movie based on a game, not based on a toy. Actually, it's I guess a Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie is in early stages of production with fucking Vin Diesel.
I know, isn't that ridiculous?
That's stupid. Like,
that's not the most in-depth game. I mean, you know, they made a movie about Battleship. And even that at the time was like, okay, that's a little weird, kind of, you know, splitting hairs. But they put an alien spin on it. You know, made a movie out of it. Okay,
this is basically going to be. It's basically they already basically did this with that fucking Hugh Jackman movie. Remember, Real Steel or whatever it was.
Oh right, yeah.
That's basically the same thing. It's probably going to be just like that, but
kind of the same idea.
Movies based on games. Yeah.
I got one for you. There's a new one coming out with Tom Holland, and he is playing. I can't think of the role. The name of the character, but it's the Uncharted game. So he's playing the lead role of the guy from Uncharted.
Okay.
And then I'm not sure if it's confirmed yet, but at one point it was rumored that Mark Wahlberg was going to be the sidekick in that film. You know, that game.
Right.
There's a guy that kind of rolls around with you and helps you out on your quest, and so. I own the game, but you can all see that I haven't played. You can all see that I haven't played it that much.
I don't know nothing about it. You're like Uncharted, the guy in Uncharted, and I'm like,
I don't remember the names of the characters. I mean, I have a name on the tip of the tongue, but I don't even want to say it because it's probably not right. So
like, make movies for the old folks like me. Like, give me a live action Qbert game or live action Pac-Man. I'll be good. Or live action Pong.
I was gonna say Frogger.
Frogger,
Show Frog trying to
Frogger, right. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, you could film that for pretty cheap, actually.
But you kind of gotta. No, I wouldn't do it. Too many frogs would be harmed in the filming of that film.
So I know you're not much of a gamer, but are there any games that you have played over the years that you enjoy, or any go-tos? If you were to pick up a controller again, what would you want to play?
I would probably plug in my NES and just play like Super Mario Brothers 1 and just play that and be content. It
doesn't get old. It doesn't get old, does it? It's such a fun game.
And that's probably about. I don't remember after that really playing much video games. I had a Super NES and I played that first Legend of Zelda game they put out on there quite a bit. That was a cool game. I don't remember what the hell it was called. Somebody remind me what it was called. Shoot me a tweet or something. Tell me what the game is called.
On the regular Nintendo?
On the Super.
Oh, on the
Super NES.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't play the one on the Super. I had the old school gold controller, just the Legend of Zelda one.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, for original
Nintendo, the 2 game. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I had that.
Both of them were gold, I believe.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know I still have them, but I don't know. I have like a storage unit full of stuff. And I have a ton of game systems and stuff that I stored because I like buy and sell stuff, and I got a bunch of systems and games that are just sitting there. We'll have to have a post-COVID hangout and test all these games or something.
That'd be fun.
But what else? Anything new besides games? About toys. Bunch of cool toys coming out. NECA Toys just announced a deal to put out a line of Universal Monsters toys starting this summer, which is going to be pretty cool. Yeah.
Really?
They're doing some cool stuff, and they have another line. I forgot what they're called, but they're putting out like a Herbert West. They're putting out the miner guy from My Bloody Valentine. They're putting out an Elvira. They're called something terrors, but they're cool. They're like cool little figure statue things by the same company. Those are cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of out of the loop right now with a lot of the toys that are coming out, but aside from like some of the Funko Pops and whatnot, but those NECA lines, man, those are really cool. Like,
they make nice. They look nice, but they're not the best quality stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're not the best quality, but they look really cool.
Yeah, they really have that old school feel. They capture that very, very well.
I know. Did you see the Ripley with the power loader freaking Funko Pop coming out?
Yeah, I might have to get that, man.
That looks pretty sick.
I collect a lot of the Alien Pops, so I might have to collect that one.
I know you like Army of Darkness too. They're putting out a line of their reaction figures from Super 7, the ones that are like the size of like the old Star Wars figures.
Oh, really?
Putting out some Army of Darkness ones, which are pretty cool. Yeah, that's like I said, I've been out of the loop too. Like, obviously we had our delay in putting out a show for a couple weeks. The last couple came out timely, but before that we had a little delay in putting anything out because all kinds of life stuff happening. So I'm kind of slowly working my way back into the loop and being on top of what's going on in the world and all that good stuff.
Well, since we're still kind of on the subject about toys and collectibles and things like that, it's a good time, better than ever, for me to mention Fright Rags. If you don't know about it already, Fright Rags has been bringing you the best in horror apparel and accessories since 2003, offering a wide range of products for your favorite creature features, slasher flicks, and cult classics. And new this week, Fright Rags is celebrating halfway to Halloween with an exciting new release of their first wave of Halloween 3.75 figures. This first wave contains figures from Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, Linda Van der Klock. Each figure is $20 and is on pre-order until Tuesday night, May 3rd. And the second edition of the Halloween Nanoforce set includes 12 2-inch figures and 1 4-inch glow-in-the-dark figure. This set is the same as the one that sold out in 10 minutes last year, but with the colors of the figures swapped for this edition. So collectors, you're going to want to cop those. The set's $23 and available through Tuesday, May 3rd as well. The figures and the Nanoforce set will ship sometime in the fall, winter 2021.
Go get them, guys.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, we're collectors. We'll probably want to snatch them up at some point. And all of this officially licensed apparel, toys, everything that you need is available now at frightrags.com. And Steve and Crypto Show listeners get 10% off when they use the code SteveCrypto10. That's one word, SteveCrypto10 at checkout. So go on there.
Go get it.
Go grab your shirt, grab your Halloween figure. I mean, we're halfway to the best time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, Steve Crypto 10 at checkout.
Steve Crypto 10.
I went last week and I picked up, or I pre-ordered a Darcy the Mail Girl figure from Fright Rags, which should be coming later this year. I already have a Joe Bob, so I needed Darcy.
Oh yeah,
because speaking of those guys, they just had the Chainsaw Awards last weekend from Fangoria magazine, and they ran it on Shudder. It was a pretty cool little show to watch. The announcement of the awards, and like I said, Joe Bob won the best achievement in nonfiction award, and they should have said Joe Bob and the whole Last Drive-In crew won, but it's all right. The show wouldn't be what it is without Darcy and the rest of the crew. A lot of other cool awards on there. Dan Martin, the effects guy, won awards for his work on Color Out of Space, which was a really weird movie that I watched for the first time the other day. I'm not a big Nicolas Cage fan, so I was not super into. Did you watch that yet? Color Out of Space. Okay, we good. We back. I lost Crypto for a minute. I was just asking him if he had seen Color Out of Space yet. We're talking about Dan Martin winning the award for that, and the Chainsaw Awards. But
yeah. So I didn't get a chance to watch the Chainsaw Awards, and I didn't get to watch Color Out of Space yet. Or I haven't had a chance to yet. I did see the winners of the Chainsaw Awards.
Not to cut you off for just a second. You can watch the Chainsaw Awards, I think, on the Fangoria website.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So I checked out the winners and I saw the Color Out of Space was on there. And I've been wanting to watch that movie anyway. Just, there's so much content out there. Everybody knows it's on your. With Nick Cage in it. And it's called Willy's Wonderland. And this movie's been kind of hyped up for a while now. I think it was another one of those movies that was supposed to come out last year, and they didn't know what to do with it. And then they finally just said, all right, put it out for streaming or whatever. I got it in the red box. And it's just a fighting a bunch of robots from Chuck E. Cheese. He is stranded somewhere, and this guy says, "Hey, I can help you out. I know somebody." And the guy's like, "Well, I can fix your car for this much, or you can help me out by cleaning this place, this building, down here, this old abandoned Willy's Wonderland." And he's like, "You just spend the night in there. Any food you want's yours, and I'll see you in the morning." And all these animatronic creatures start coming to life, and you'll have to watch to see how and why. But it's pretty fun, and Nick Cage doesn't talk whatsoever the entire film.
And that makes me extremely happy.
Yeah,
I like more Nick Cage movies without dialogue. That would be good.
Yeah. Well, you'd probably like this one then. Yeah. I just kept having visions of like him and Silent Bob, kind of walking through the movie together and fighting these creatures, but neither one of them talking.
Yeah, I was kind of having visions in Color Out of Space, but they were of me punching Nicolas Cage in the face. But the movie it was really weird, but like a lot of the cool like effects and a lot of like the makeup and like creatures that they put together in this movie, like they did some weird shit, but it was really cool and really well done. So Dan Martin and his team definitely deserved to win the Chainsaw Award for that. Then of course The Invisible Man kind of cleaned house. Lee Whannell directed that, and I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. He won that, and I think, if I remember right, I think Elizabeth Moss won the best performance or something.
Yeah, they won a couple of different categories.
They won a bunch,
in that one, like 2 or 3, I believe, maybe even 4. But yeah,
they definitely won a bunch.
I still haven't watched that one. I want to
check it out. I mean, it looks cool. Tommy Chong's in it.
Really?
Yeah. I won't tell you much about him, but
okay, yeah, that's if you said that there was a celebrity like a little cameo appearance in the movie, I would not expect Tommy Chong in The Invisible Man.
No, the cast was all pretty good. I mean, like Nicolas Cage was very Nicolas Cage.
Hey, Nicolas Cage
intensified. He was very.
Are you talking about Color Out of Space? Or are you talking about?
I'm back to Color Out of Space. Sorry.
Oh, all right.
I'm confusing myself. This is the vaccine talking. I don't know.
Okay, so Tommy Chong is in Color Out of Space. Not
Tommy Chong's in Color Out of Space, not Invisible Man.
Okay.
He was, but you just didn't see him. I don't know. No, he was.
He was the Invisible Man.
He was the Invisible Man.
He's like, "I'm right here, man."
Hey, man. You just see smoke every once in a while. Sorry to confuse you guys. Shoot, but hey, let's run our promo. We have a new horror host / musician named Bone Ranger, who is he's a entertaining young dude. He started a horror hosted show on YouTube, and he came on for a few minutes to tell us about it. Check it out. Hey, we're on the Steven Crypto Show hanging out with our friend Casey. He is a new horror host. He's been going probably almost as long as we've been doing the Steven Crypto Show. He'll tell us about his YouTube channel and some of the other cool stuff he's doing. He's a podcaster. He's a musician. We'll hear all about him. He's known on YouTube as Bone Ranger. That's his horror host name. Tell us how the Bone Ranger started and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so basically, before pandemic hit and all that, been playing music in nursing homes. I like to play real old country music, like real old stuff. That's kind of where the Bone Ranger name came from, because I wanted to make sure it was like a kind of like a redneck, country themed horror host kind of guy, And so, I'd been playing music in nursing homes and stuff like that, and, playing old like Jimmy Rogers songs, old Hank Williams, stuff like that. And then pandemic hit and, can't go out and play anymore or anything like that. And for the first couple months, I was like, okay, maybe it'll blow over. And then realized real soon it's not going to blow over, and started getting real stir crazy. And Halloween came around, and it kind of alleviated it by being able to like decorate the house, have a change of scenery and stuff like that, and get some, have some horror movies playing, get some nice Halloween things going on, some music and stuff. But then eventually I kind of got stir crazy, and so I slapped on some, some Halloween makeup, and I got this like country cover of the Misfits song Skulls that I like to do. So I was like, I'm going to put that on YouTube, and I did that. And I think I did a couple more covers, and then I was like, I'm going to do a horror host thing. I'm going to do Carnival of Souls and release it like the Friday before Halloween, since Halloween was on a Saturday. And so I did that. It was a ton of fun, and I didn't think I was going to have as much fun doing it as I did, because I have no idea how to do anything with video. Basically, I was just kind of going by the seat of my pants, not really knowing what I was doing or anything, filming with my cell phone, like using the autofocus, so like the focus is all, like goes in and out sometimes and all that, but it was fun, and I really like doing it. I like setting up the set and everything, so I figured, I'm going to keep it going, and did it for a couple more weeks. I was like, yeah, why not keep it going on past this, and been doing it ever since then. And I think I got a new episode coming out this Friday, I think. Yep.
What are some of the other movies you've shown so far?
So, like I said, we did Carnival of Souls. I've done Teenagers from Outer Space. A lot of like campy, more like B movies, like The Gorilla, Bela Lugosi, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I did show The Hitchhiker by Ida Lupino, and I'd never heard of it before I did the show or anything like that. And it's like billed as like a film noir. And I saw it because it was like, it's apparently the first ever film noir directed by a woman. Super, super cool. And when I watched it, it like scared the shit out of me. And I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting any of the movies that I watched to like actually scare me or get to me or anything like that. But it's like two guys, they're, driving across the country, pick up a hitchhiker, and he's like super sadistic. Like at one point he makes them get out of the car, and he's like, hey, you boys got a rifle in your back, in your trunk or whatever. Where you're going to go hunting or whatever? Like, yeah, we're going to go hunting for sport, for fun or whatever. Maybe shoot some cans. He's like, oh yeah, well, how about you shoot this can? And he makes the guy's friend go, walk 50 yards or whatever, hold the can up. He's like, all right, shoot the can out of your friend's hand. The guy's like, nah, man, I'm gonna like hit him on accident. He's like, either you do it or I'm gonna do it, and one of us is gonna hit, he's gonna get hit or something like that. But it's like, you're the sharpshooter out of us, you do it. And he's like tormenting these people, and it's terrifying. It's really, really good. I recommend anybody like check it out. Even if you're not like a fan of the B movies, because a lot of the people, they're not huge fans of the cheesy stuff. Like I said, we've done The Gorilla, we've done House on Haunted Hill, stuff like that. It's like real cheesy stuff. But that Hitchhiker one, that one really got to me. That one stuck.
Did you ran that on your channel?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, it's a public domain one. Because that's the thing, is the show's called Freaky Friday Freebies, because they're all like public domain. Because like most horror hosts, don't got a whole lot of money to pay for licensing or anything like that, so got to go with the freebies.
Yeah. That's the historically, that's basically how it's been done, anyways. Except for the few that have access to the big studio collections.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I checked out a couple of the episodes now, and it's pretty fun. You have a good time. You throw in some good little one-liners in there and jokes, and the usual horror host stuff. What are some of the who are some of the hosts that inspire you to do this?
So for sure, Professor Griffin. You know him, right? You talked about him on the show, I think.
I know him. I know of him. I haven't really gotten to see much of his stuff, but I know he's good. Yeah.
No, he's great. Growing up here in Austin, back I think I was like 15, maybe 16 when his show was on public access. And I remember, hey, what's up, dude?
Special guest.
Yeah, he likes to pop in from time to time.
Nice. I'm glad he's on the episode. What's up, little dude?
But Professor Griffin.
Yeah, so Professor Griffin used to do a show every Friday called Professor Griffin's Midnight Shadow Show, and it was started at 11 o'clock, went till 1 a.m. And I remember, like, when I found out about that, I like lost, I loved it, man. I went crazy. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch every episode of this. was a big fan of public access back in the day, liked all the shows, and I saw that one and was like, this one's for me, And he would show, old public access or old public domain movies. He would do like trailer-ramas where when I think it was like a Freddy versus Jason show where like, all right, we're going to show all the trailers for Friday the 13th. We're going to show all the trailers for Nightmare on Elm Street. And then we're going to kind of like stack them up like trailer versus trailer and see like how they compare, And that was really cool. And
That's cool.
He's a real big influence on me. I love his stuff. And then of course, Joe Bob, like the Southern, cause I'm from Texas. He's from Texas, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's, kind of the same like Texas humor,
Yeah.
And then Sven Gulli is, he's like, huge. He really can't like, it's like if you're doing horror host stuff, you really can't not be influenced by him. Sure. Either son of Sven Gulli or the original Sven Gulli. But I really like Igoro. He's really good. And let me see who else have I been checking out lately. Oh yeah, who was it? The Mondo Creepy TV. I really like that one. That one, they're funny as hell.
That's a good new
pretty
show.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a chance, check out our friend Dario Evil.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen a couple of his videos. His videos are great. I love the episode that he did with y'all. That episode was badass.
Yeah, he's good. I like that. He's good. I like seeing, like, I don't know how old you are. I'm assuming you're probably younger than me, but I like seeing you younger dudes keeping the horror host thing alive. That's pretty cool.
Thanks, man.
But where can we find the channel? Where can we find you on social media?
So it's pretty much all on YouTube. There's like a bunch of like parody songs too. Lately I've been doing some like country parody songs. Like I did like Amarillo by Morning, but it's Transylvania by Morning, and it's like from Dracula's point of view. I did Charlie Pride's Kiss an Angel Good Morning, but it's Possess a Human This Morning, and it's like from Pazuzu's point of view and stuff.
That's great.
So there's that stuff on there, but it's you just look for the Bone Ranger. And then on Twitter, I'm the Bone Ranger. And then I don't have Instagram or anything or Facebook or anything like that, but like Twitter and Twitter and YouTube are going to be the main two. I can send you the link or. Yeah,
and we'll definitely post it when this gets in our episode. So
cool.
People will see it. But hey, man, thank you for telling us about what you're doing. Keep on doing it. We need more people to keep doing it. And horror hosting to me is it's my jam, it's my thing. I'm obsessed with it. Like I'm constantly trying to push it on crypto. Like
I'm getting into them at 33. I'm getting into them, and I appreciate seeing younger folks kind of putting love into it as well, kind of like Steve was saying. It's cool that there's every host that comes out isn't an older guy, and no shade on them whatsoever, but it's just nice that it's appreciated by a younger audience still, and there's some people that are trying to keep it alive.
No, I understand completely what you mean, because like it's like nowadays I heard people, like my age or even like older, they're like, if the movie's in black and white, I won't watch it. And like, are you crazy? How are you watch
You're missing out.
Older in black and white or something? You know what I mean?
You're missing out. Like, what is wrong with you people?
Great titles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I'd rather watch an old campy B horror movie any day over half the crap that comes out now, to be honest. But that's me.
No, I agree. I'm there with you 100%.
A lot of the new shit is just like ghosts, possession and just, found footage stuff. There's so much of that.
It's all, there's so much like CGI stuff and everything. It takes away from the art of the actual filmmaking, I think.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen Uncle Peckerhead?
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun.
Classic. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, no, that movie's badass. Actually, y'all cool if I do just one more little plug thing?
Please do.
Yeah.
So me and my buddy, we actually say a month or two after me doing the horror hosting, we started this podcast called Drunken Public Domain, where we have a couple drinks and watch a public domain movie or whatnot. And we actually, a couple months back or a month or two back, we got to interview the director of Uncle Peckerhead and the actor who plays Max and the actor who plays Uncle Peckerhead. And
Nice.
so if you're interested at all in that movie or anything like that, I can send you guys the link for that episode, because it's a pretty fun little interview, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely. That was a great movie, and I definitely want to listen to that one. But yeah, man. Well, hey, thank you for telling us about the show. Thank you for telling us, reminding me about the podcast. That almost slipped my mind.
Oh, I almost forgot too, man. Thanks for letting me plug it. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming on. You guys
Thank you.
Go find the Bone Ranger on YouTube. His songs are funny, and obviously he's talented, and the horror stuff is great. So hey, thank you guys, and go check him out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry to confuse you guys and mixing up the Invisible Man with Color Out of Space. That was two completely different movies. But anyways, thanks to Bone Ranger for popping in, and hopefully you guys are digging what we're doing here. And if you're here again, it looks like a few of you are enjoying it. Be sure to swing by our Buy Me a Coffee page and, kick a little something to the show, help us improve the show, help us make the best show we can. It's buymeacoffee.com/Steve Crypto.
Yep. And want to throw out a big thank you once again to everyone who has contributed so far. Thank you guys, and we really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. We've been the Steve and Crypto Show. Thank you guys for listening.
All right. Catch you next time. Peace.